Everyone, today I'm going to introduce you to Jeromie Tucker. I've talked to him for almost a year and a half now. Anyway, he's a very ambitious guy, a lot of things going on, but I'll let him explain what he does. So Jeromie, kind of give an introduction of yourself, what you used to do before and what do you do now?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Glad we got to connect on this. What did I do before? Professionally, what I used to do was work for Express Employment Professionals, which was a staffing and recruiting company. And I worked there for about 12 years or so. Learned a lot of valuable lessons. I actually kind of took a faith fall from there and just resigned. I just felt like God was kind of moving me in a different direction. So resigned, didn't have anything lined up. Was fresh off of a remodel to my house. And I think I was off for about 6 weeks, and landed another job at OSU Foundation, Oklahoma State University Foundation in Stillwater, Oklahoma. And so that was a refining time in my life. And there was a new technique and a new skill set that I hadn't had. So I just delve in to learn and see what I could do. Learned so much and my network grew tremendously. And that is actually when I took that role, I had started a real estate investing company. And I didn't know what I was doing exactly. I just knew that I wanted to get into real estate, thinking it was going to be more long-term. And so I just started building the infrastructure while I was doing the OSU Foundation work, while I was traveling and so forth. And, it got to a point, even with them, to where I said, another faith fall, and resigned. And I just went into doing that full time. So to get to it, I'm a real estate investor now. So that is what I do with Transcendent Realty Investments, is my company.
Gotcha. Awesome. Well, so, I guess maybe you'll get into what specifically you do in real estate and, kind of share who can you help and who would you like to connect in that space in your business right now. So share that, who can you connect and who would you like to connect and who can you help?
Absolutely. So I work with a lot of passive investors. Mm-hmm. I've got a development company that we are creating right now. I've got a bid out right now as we're creating this for a 10 building duplex community within Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. And part of what I want to do with that is affordable housing. And that's here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and particularly in the North Tulsa area. And so that's what we're wanting to do now. But I do have projects that I am always open to. My end goal is storage units. So that's an area that's a little more difficult for most people to get into. So I'm happy to be a connect and a pathway into that space if I can. But single family home, I do some wholesaling, I do fix and flips, and happy to help and connect you with for those that want to get into the real estate space but don't have the time. I've got the network, and so I can help you.
Awesome. So as you heard, Jeromie has a lot of different things going on, in real estate space, especially like I said, storage unit, it is hard to get. So if you want to connect to him because of that, or you're a passive investor, or even an active investor, like I said, he can do in the development deal. So reach out to him. I'll post his link. So, and if it chimes with you, reach out to him. All right, Jeromie, I know you're like me, into personal development and stuff. So you got a lot of things going on. I know you didn't go into everything, but what inspires you to get up and do what you do every day now?
What inspires me is my goals. I'll share those with you, and that hopefully that gives you some insight. I want to break our generational cycle within our family. I want to create an impact within the community, and I want to remove all the financial restrictions that we've had. And so that's what gets me up, and that's what makes me tick and talk. You know, if you notice, none of those are tangible, you know, but those are the things that make a difference. And I'm really driven to create an impact. So that's really what drives me. That's what moves me.
Awesome. Yeah, your family future. Awesome. Well, you know, you read a lot of books and, you know, into personal development. I know that since we had a conversation before. So I'm
Yeah.
sure you have a lot of tips and tricks, you know, that you have used while you learn, and maybe something you've learned on your own. So what's the one tip you can share that has helped you that can help others?
Great question. I would say one thing that I do the most, that I think more people should do, is build or start or do things with the end in mind. It's easier to work into where you want to go instead of work towards where you want to go blindly. So it takes a bit more time, but it's been so helpful in the development of, I mean, fortunately, I've always been in positions of creating and developing, and I've learned that is what I like to do. And even if you don't like to do it, if you're starting any kind of project, figure out where you want to go, get that very clearly defined, and then start your project, because everything will become in alignment.
Got you. That's a great tip. As Stephen R. Covey says, that, yeah, begin with the end in mind, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks for taking the time. And like I said, I'll be posting his links or whatever is available. He shares with me, and reach out to him if, you know, whatever he talked about where chimes with you, and you want to work with him or connect with him and talk to him. He's a great networker. So, you know, he'll just connect for building that relationship. So I can attest to that. So, all right. Thanks again, Jeremy.
Okay. Thanks, guys.